Hi everybody, Lucifer here, and this is another trigger warning video. The title should say it all. I still don't know how to speak. Anyways, this is a trend I have noticed in a lot of different media. So, let me give you a few examples of what I'm talking about once this shit zooms. Okay, so Maverick from Top Gun, Kyle Katarn, Star Wars, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, and Jedi Outcast. Beckett Mariner, Star Trek, Lower Decks, and Han Solo, also Star Wars. I'm talking the original 3 movies here. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different characters, different media, different time. What is the link between them? They're all outcasts. They're all renegades. They're all outside of what the movie is trying to point out, the message of the movie. Let's work it out. We have Maverick, super talented pilot that does whatever he wants in the air. Kyle Katarn, in Star Wars Legends continuity, he was a stormtrooper turned rebel that became a Jedi but cut himself off from the Force after almost falling to the dark side. Beckett Mariner is from an ongoing Star Trek show Lower Decks, and she is a super competent Starfleet officer that avoids promotions at any cost. And Han Solo. He is a smuggler that gets caught up in the rebellion, and all he wants to do is to pay back Jabba the Hutt. So what's the problem with all these characters? It's that they all follow the same path. Outcast / renegade, some kind of growth, and then they fit in. And that makes no sense. That's why I consider it a problem. It's a complete character assassination from my point of view. Let's take Maverick. He becomes an instructor, implying that his rebellious attitude was to him being a piece of a puzzle forced in the wrong set. Now, tell me, if a soldier doesn't follow orders, if he does what he wants, if he endangers people knowingly, what happens to him? A dishonorable discharge. Kyle Katarn. If you play Jedi Outcast, you know what I'm talking about. But he just decided he was cool with the Force after saving his girlfriend. Mariner, in the most recent episode, just realized that she rebels against authority because everybody expects it of her, and that the real challenge would be to fit in. And Han Solo becomes a heroic rebel general. So, I see all of this as a negative character development. Yeah, as I said for Maverick, who would be insane enough to hire a rule breaker like him as a teacher? Who would be an idiot who even lets him fly if he's that kind of mental damage? Okay, he's talented. But rules are there for a reason. And believing he'll just magically start following them as a teacher is idiotic. Yeah, we don't like rules, we like to kind of circumvent them, but they are there for a reason. Speed limits. They are there for a reason. Second, Calcatan. After he cuts himself off with the force, he thought his girlfriend was dead, that somebody killed her. And what did he do? He went out for revenge. That's a straight out dark side move. And he was ready to kill Davion, aka the girl that supposedly killed his girlfriend. He was ready to kill the supposed killer until that killer told him that they kept the girlfriend alive because they might need her. So yeah, he only let her live because he heard some good news. Not because it was the right thing to do, not because he was in any way other morally implied not to. It's because he had a piece of good news. And you're telling me that the man who was so afraid of Darkseid that he cut himself off from the Force and almost fell to it then and there is now just okay with the Force? Just because he didn't fall for it the second time? What kind of a fucking logic is that? And then we come to the smuggler, Han Solo. Maybe he's a good person, but he's a smuggler. Who in the right mind would give a rank of general to a smuggler? He might have military experience, I didn't watch Solo, but I'm just talking the original trilogy. Who in the right mind would give a rank of general to a smuggler? And Mariner is just... Don't get me wrong, I like Lower Decks. It's a funny show, I like the jokes in it, but what they did in this last episode is just moronic in my opinion. From what we know, for now, is that she was a high tier at one point. And she's seen some shit. She has seen some shit. Just look at episode 2, all of her scars and everything. All of them have a story, but besides that, she finds higher rank to be hypocritic and not caring about their crews. And now she drops a bombshell like fitting in is the real challenge. I'm not gonna comment it any more than that. So, that is the problem. The problem is that all of this show point out the groups, the society these individuals live in as flawless. The rebellion is great, it fights for freedom. Starfleet is great. The new Jedi Order is supreme. Top Gun, the American pilots, the instructor school, they are all honorable, just people. The society is always flawless and the system works. It's just a few tiny little hiccups that need to be sharpened off, of course. But if you have a problem with the system, it's you. It's the fact that you're in the wrong place of the system. Or that you're covered to face the system. And what kind of a dystopian society do we live in where that is something we just see as normal in media? It's a complete fetishization of outcasts and renegades. It just shows them as confused people, as somebody who wants to live in the system, but they haven't had the right chance. I will not draw any parallels with any other group here. I don't want to do that. Do it yourself. And in my humble poetic opinion, all of these shows are just somebody's sick fantasy, somebody's perverted idea of why some people are renegades. So yeah, draw your own conclusions. And bye.